At the end of this video, you'll finally understand the real root cause of high blood sugars. And here's a hint, it's not carbohydrates. I'm also going to explain how to fix that root cause and what you can start doing today to bring your blood sugars down naturally. I know this might sound surprising, but think about it. If carbs were really the problem, how do you explain places like Okinawa, Japan, and other blue zone areas where people live a really long time? They're eating a lot of carbs, eating rice, beans, and fruit every single day, and still having some of the lowest rates of type 2 diabetes in the world. Here's the truth, it's not about the carbs. It's about what's happening inside your cells. Something is silently jamming your metabolism and keeping your blood sugars high. Now stick around, because once you see what's really going on, you'll finally understand why your blood sugar won't budge even though you're taking the meds, you're lowering the carbs, and you'll know what to do to actually fix it. I'm Spencer, I'm a registered nurse and diabetes coach. And one of my clients, Ryan, started with an A1C of 8. 4 months later, it was down to 5.2. Completely out of the diabetic range. He didn't do keto, he didn't starve, he fixed his insulin resistance. And that's what I help people do. Not with fad diets or pills, but by understanding how your body actually works and creating the right environment for it to heal on a cellular level. And I get it, when your blood sugar is high, it's easy to blame the carbs. But high blood sugar levels are just a symptom of what's really going on a cellular level. Your pancreas makes insulin, which is the hormone that acts like a key to unlock your cells so glucose can move from your blood into your muscles for energy. But when you're insulin resistant, that lock gets jammed up. It's kind of like insulin is trying to unlock the door of the cell to let all this extra glucose in from your bloodstream into your cells, but the door won't open. And here's what most doctors or dietitians aren't talking about. The lock is jammed by fat inside the cell. Tiny droplets of fat start building up inside your muscle and liver cells, which blocks insulin's signal like gum stuck in a keyhole. So even if you cut carbs, your body still can't use insulin properly. That's why some people get quick results on very low carb diets. But the moment they eat healthy fruit, whole grains, something healthy, their blood sugar spikes up sky high because of the root issue, which is insulin resistance. There's a simple test that shows how well your body handles sugar. It's called the oral glucose tolerance test. And you fast overnight, drink a sugary drink with 75 grams of glucose, and your blood sugar is checked over 2 hours. If it stays under 140, that means your body handled it well. Insulin was able to easily unlock the door of the cell, which let the extra glucose move out of the bloodstream into your cells, which leads to improved blood sugars. In one fascinating study, 20 adults ate 2 different diets for 2 weeks each. And they lived at this facility, so the researchers knew exactly what they were eating. One was a plant-based, low-fat diet, high in carbohydrates. The other was an animal-based, ketogenic diet, low in carbs. After each phase, they took the glucose tolerance test. On the keto phase, or very low-carb phase, their average 2-hour blood sugar was 142, indicating slightly impaired glucose tolerance. If it's above 140, it shows that your body's insulin wasn't clearing glucose as efficiently as it should. On the plant-based low-fat phase, it drops to 108 after 2 hours. Completely normal, fantastic number. So yes, cutting carbs can make your blood sugars look better temporarily, but it doesn't teach your body how to handle carbohydrates. A plant-forward, low-fat diet actually repairs the system. It clears the fat inside your cells so your body starts using insulin the way it's supposed to. I'm not saying you can't ever have meat again. Actually, you can still get great results eating meat. I just teach people to swap out certain foods. So if carbs aren't the problem, what actually works? Here's how to naturally reverse insulin resistance and lower blood sugar and get to the root problem. First off, let me tell you more about Ryan. When he came to me with an A1C of 8, he was pretty worried because he thought the only way he could lower his A1C was to go on a keto or a very low carb diet. But he was vegan, so he didn't know how that would work. After starting to work with me one-on-one, he realized he could still eat the right kind of carbohydrates and still lower his A1C. And this is what we worked on. Our focus was on enhancing insulin sensitivity, helping insulin more efficiently unlock the cells so glucose can enter and blood sugar levels stayed balanced. Okay, back to how to naturally reverse insulin resistance. Here are 4 ways to naturally decrease insulin resistance and lower blood sugar levels. First, lower your total fat intake, especially saturated fat. It's been shown that a diet high in fat, and especially saturated fat, increases insulin resistance. Second, add more fiber-rich foods like beans, fruits, vegetables, whole grains. Fiber slows sugar absorption and feeds your gut bacteria that boost insulin sensitivity. Next is lose weight, and it doesn't even have to be a huge amount. Even a 5% drop of your body weight can improve insulin response. And finally, move after meals. Even a short, brisk 10-minute walk is enough to help your muscles soak up extra sugar like a sponge. These simple habits are exactly what helped Ryan drop his A1C from 8 to 5.2 while losing 20 pounds in the process. Now I hope this helped. I post new science-backed videos every week to help you lower your A1C naturally. And if you want to go deeper, click the link in the description and check out my $9 a month school community where you'll get step-by-step guidance, challenges, and a supportive group of over 80 people working towards the same goal. There's even a 7-day free trial so you can explore it risk-free. I hope to see you there, and I'll see you in the next video.